Prayer is very important, and so I've been asked to share a prayer in our secret language, and I'll be asking the Creator to look down upon us here today to give this event a special blessing and to thank Him for all the many blessings that He's bestowed upon each and every one of us, our families, and also asking for strength and encouragement for those that might be challenged with different things going on. So if you all just please bear with me, and those of you that can stand, please stand as we pay respect to our Creator. Na kchewi chasta keni toka bovina sipe kaniet kia hoi chichiape. Na khana de oya te ki kawita ohina sipikta. Oya Standing Rock oyate naha Rosebud oyate ki. Ena oyate ki dechidia hita wopida chichiape tu kashina. Oya petuk de taku woapi de signing compact ceremony ukaga pikta chahe wopida chichiape tu kashina. Oya tokata kia Wakaija no yate. Te taku waste te ta yachu te tokata ki o yate yuaste te ta unchipiki ambetik de. Katu kashina wakantaka. Te tuena taku kakishapi, tuena wazaka. Ushi uchaku pikta tu kashina. No uichaku ko. Piche te tu kashina. No wopida chichapi. Katu kashina wakantaka. Daku wasteste ukupikte wopide tanko kini chapi. Makasi tomni ahitwampina mushikira po. Omitaku yavas. Amen. With that, y'all may be seated. We have a very special event that's happening here today. A couple of events. The first that will take place is a historic gaming compact signing ceremony, and I will turn it over to the governor for more remarks. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. This is a very special day for the state of South Dakota, also for Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. I want to thank Chairwoman Elkire for being here with us today to sign this gaming compact. As all of you know, we have a lot of partnerships with our tribes, between them and their sovereign nation, within a government-to-government relationship. In many different ways. We may have agreements on law enforcement, memorandums of understanding. We may have agreements on sales tax collections and how we distribute those with different tribes. We have different agreements with game, fish, and parks, different agencies, social services, programs, child protective, Medicaid, delivery of services. All of those are interactions on a day-to-day basis. The state of South Dakota is honored to participate in a government-to-government relationship with our tribes throughout the year. In the 5 years that I have been governor of South Dakota, it has been my great honor to work with our tribal nations. It has been a privilege for me to be able to spend time with them, to be able to learn the culture and more in depth, and to be a part of the way of life that they enjoy and that they can share with future generations and share with me and my family. Today, we are going to be signing a gaming compact that has been under negotiation for the last year with the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. And we did one of these not too long ago with another tribe, but today, this will be a 10-year agreement with Standing Rock that will allow them to increase the amount of gaming devices that they have with their tribe in their facilities on reservation and tribal land, from 350 machines to 1,000 machines. It is something that we have been able to negotiate as the state of South Dakota with their tribal government, and we are excited to be here today. After we sign this agreement, I will also then transition into an important event that will be honoring our tribes by hanging tribal flags here in our rotunda, which has been something that has been a priority for me since the time I had the honor to serve as South Dakota's governor. So with that, we will do this first, and I will turn the microphone over to the chairwoman, let her share a few words with all of you about her tribe, what this gaming compact means to them and to their economy and to their people. And then I will read the compact to all of you, and we will sign it and celebrate. How does that sound, Chair?
Thank you, Governor. Okay, my age is going to give me away here a little bit, so I'm going to take my glasses off. Okay. Betu washte. Midakyabi. Midakya wasi. Good morning, tribal leaders, Governor Noem, state officials, and honored guests. We meet you today in good faith and in spirit of cooperation. Among our Lakota and Dakota people, we say, Yochete Shakomi, or 7 council fires of our Lakota, Nakota, Dakota, Oyate, or nation. We have a proud tradition as native sovereign nations among our Sioux Nation tribes. At Standing Rock, we have our Hunkpapa and Sihasapa Lakota and our Yankton Dakota people, and we are all relatives united by our common history, traditions, and language as a people. Our 1851 treaty with America reflects original Great Sioux Nation territory stretching from Minnesota to Montana, Canada to Kansas, and Colorado, and lands in between. Together with our sister Sioux tribes, we are the Dakota in North and South Dakota. To defend our lives and our homeland, our people fought wars with cavalry. The 1868 Great Sioux Nation Treaty reflects the promise that war shall forever cease and protects our lands as our permanent home. We are proud of our people, Sitting Bull, Great in the Face, Gall, Two Bears, John Grass, Running Antelope, and so many others. At Standing Rock, we have Prairie Knights Casino, reflecting our proud tradition as people of the horse and buffalo. In the 1800s, America destroyed our buffalo herds, undermining our traditional way of life and economy, causing so much suffering. So, in the 1970s and early 80s, Indian nations and tribes engaged in Indian gaming, hospitality, hunting, fishing, and tourism to create new jobs, new tribal economic development, and generate essential tribal government revenue. The purpose of the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act, which is the foundation of our tribal state compacts, is to safeguard Indian gaming as a means to promote tribal economic development and self-sufficiency and strong tribal government. Today, Indian gaming and hospitality are central parts of our tribal economy. In our current Standing Rock Tribal State Compact with South Dakota, gaming machine limitations and the short term of the contract were impediments to economic development. With Governor Noem's leadership, we appreciate the state's agreement to our tribe's request to increase our tribal state compact term to 10 years and our gaming machines to 1,000. Those changes will create new jobs and more tribal economic activity. That means new employment, which will generate new salaries and ultimately new homes for our people. For the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, our original rights flow from the Creator's blessing of our Dakota, Nakota, Lakota people with the breath of life and our liberty and our sacred duty to Grandmother Earth. When the state was admitted to the Union, the people of South Dakota pledged to respect our Indian lands and Congress's continuing authority to work with us under our treaty. Our tribal council believed that it was important to remember the 1868 treaty in our tribal state compact. Our treaty with America is an embodiment of our great Sioux Nation as a prior sovereign nation with original rights to self-determination and self-government that predate America. The treaty has the force of law through the sovereignty of our people and our agreements with America. We also believe that it was important to acknowledge our 1889 Standing Rock Reservation because our reservation is our permanent home. In partnership with America, we must make it a livable home for our people. Our people serve in America's military to defend the nation's honor, and I'm a proud veteran. I welcome and honor the Standing Rock and other veterans here today. We honor the vision of Representative Sean Bordeaux from the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, who with the support of Governor Noem foresaw that our Sioux Nation tribes should have the respect at the Capitol with our flags flying in honor alongside the American and the state flags. Welcome to the Rosebud Sioux Tribe and our other sister tribes. In keeping with our traditions, we honor Sean's father, Lionel Bordeaux, who saw the importance of education at Shente Glesa. And we honor our longtime United Tribes College president, enrolled member, Dr. David Gibb, who led the college education effort in North Dakota for so many years. From Standing Rock, we work to promote Sitting Bull's vision, to look towards the next 7 generations for the future of our children. And we come to protect Grandmother Earth, Uchimaka, for now and our future generations. The Great Sioux Nation has a nation-to-nation relationship with America. Our Standing Rock Sioux flag flies at North Dakota's capital. It's time to call for mutual respect of our government-to-government relationship with South Dakota by raising our flag here today. Today, we honor our Standing Rock veterans, all our veterans and all of our Dakota people by acknowledging the original sovereign status of the Great Sioux Nation and our Sioux Nation tribes with this flag raising. As always, when we meet, we call upon Wakantanka, Tankshila, our grandfather, the Creator, to guide us and to watch over us. We thank the Creator for our lives and for this day, and ask blessings upon all of us and our people. The generations that went before us, our mothers, fathers, grandmothers, and grandfathers, we remember today as we respect their spirit of independence, survival, and strength of purpose. Governor Noem, we are pleased to work with you to promote jobs and economic opportunity for our Dakota people. Our new Dakota jobs will benefit all South Dakotans and all Americans. We join in the effort to foster respect between our governments. Thank you all for being here to commemorate this occasion, and a special thanks to our veterans for their service. And also Secretary Flute, thank you so much. Upila Taka, thank you.
I want to thank Chairwoman Alkire for her words of history, her willingness to educate everyone here today on the importance of that history and the honor that we are bestowing today on the state of South Dakota by hanging our flags here in this rotunda for all to see proudly. And I want to thank her for her leadership as well, because Standing Rock was the first tribe to commit to hanging their flag here in our rotunda, so that every opportunity people get to come and visit this Capitol building, they will see those flags, and they will be able to have the opportunity to read the history of the tribe and learn more about the culture and the people and become better citizens because of that. Before we move to the flag presentations, we will sign the gaming compact. I will read to you the language of the gaming compact, then I will sign the agreement, the chairwoman will sign, and then we will celebrate this year of negotiation that has come to conclusion. This gaming compact between the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe and the state of South Dakota. This agreement, having been entered into on August 31st, 1992, is now amended and between the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe and the state of South Dakota. Whereas the tribe is a federally recognized Indian tribe whose reservation is located in Corson County, South Dakota, and Sioux County, North Dakota. And whereas the Great Sioux Nation entered into the 1868 treaty with the United States of America, and the Act of March 2nd, 1889 established the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation for the benefit of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe from among the lands of the 1868 Great Sioux Reservation. Whereas Article 4, Section 5 of the Constitution of the tribe provides that the governing body of the tribe shall be the Tribal Council, which has the constitutional authority to negotiate with state government. And whereas the state has, through constitutional provisions and legislative acts, authorized limited gaming activities to be conducted in Deadwood, South Dakota, and whereas the Congress of the United States has enacted the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act, Public Law 100-497. This permits Indian tribes to operate Class 3 gaming activities on Indian reservations pursuant to a tribal state compact entered into for that purpose. And whereas the tribe operates gaming activities on the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation in Corson County, South Dakota, since the tribe and the state entered into a gaming compact in 1992. And whereas the tribe continues its operation of such gaming activities, and now therefore in consideration of the foregoing, the tribe and the state here do promise, covenant, and agree as follows. In the spirit of cooperation, the tribe and the state hereby set forth a joint effort to implement the terms of the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act. The state recognizes the positive economic benefits that gaming may provide to the tribe. The tribe and the state recognize the need to ensure that the health, safety, and welfare of the public and the integrity of the gaming industry in South Dakota is protected. In witness thereof, the parties hereto have caused this agreement to be executed and effective as of the date of the completion of events described in section 11 above. Signed by myself and the chairman. With that, I will turn this back over to Secretary Flute, who will begin the ceremony to honor our tribal flags.
Thank you, Governor. We will, the tribal flags, we want to save this time for our tribal delegations to share the history of their tribal flags. Frank Jamerson, the Vice President, Chairman of Standing Rock, and Troy are going to sing. We'll do the songs after both of the flags have been presented, and I will share a little bit more about why we are singing these songs, the purpose of these songs, and we're going to ask our governor and our Standing Rock delegation to come up. Vice Chairman, our council members, the chairwoman, all of our tribal council that want to come up, please come up. And while they're coming up, I do want to share a special acknowledgement to Oglala Sioux Tribe, Tribal President, Mr. Frank Stark comes out, that is here to be a part of this, as well as the Crow Creek Sioux Tribe Tribal Chairman Peter Lenkeek. I've seen some other members of the tribe's leadership here, and I just want to acknowledge you as well too, so thank you. And Sonny Bush from the Rosebud Sioux Tribe. Thank you, Mark. So, and the council, absolutely, tribal council. Kokipishnial. That means don't be afraid in Lakota. So, Kokipishnial, Huodetya. Yeah, they said. Yeah, said means I'm good back here. So that's what yeah means. So. Yeah means no. So with that, we'll open the tribal flag.
Along with the eagle feather staff, the tribal flag is a representation of each tribe and their sovereignty as a nation, and what they and their people believe and hold true, and a recognition of our states honoring that sovereignty in our government-to-government relationship. And I don't know, Chairwoman, if you would like to describe your flag or the meanings on your flag a little bit, the reason for the colors, the symbols. If anyone here on your delegation would like to do that, it would be wonderful.
Vice Chairman.
One up front here, so. No, the history of this flag, I guess, is interpretation through how you see it. And I guess my interpretation is that we have the Standing Rock that was erected back in the day, and there's pictures that show Sitting Bull and delegation of the Indian leaders from the past who didn't see the hardship of being able to work with the government. I know that out of my community we have the names of Running Antelope. We come from the Valley of Chiefs in Little Eagle, South Dakota. And through that Valley of Chiefs we have the names of Gall, Rain in the Face. We have also Running Antelope, Sitting Bull, and Grindstone, Flying By. These are prominent names that made our people who they are today. Maybe some people through time have forgot our leaders and how they fought for our tribe. And today we're still recognized as one of the more powerful tribes in Indian country. And I think that we owe a lot to the history of our people. And we always remember what Sitting Bull had said, let us put our minds together and see what we could do for our children. And it's interpreted in many different ways. For me, I think it is laying down our arms, our differences. It's about being leaders, as Sitting Bull had done for his people. It's about all of the visions of the past, setting aside the animosity, the disagreements. It's about educating those that don't understand. It's about trying to represent our people so that we can help each other. And when we look at our flag, the circle, it's the circle of life that we have as Indian people. We believe that circle is a way to unite. There's no broken area on it because it's a continuous circle. So we hope that things that happen today will be continuous in the future generations to come. Our flag that also has the 8 villages represented, the 8 communities. And through time, we have changed the names, but the people are still the same. The history of who we come and who we are still the same. And I think the blue background to be best representative of Mother Earth. And we live under the skies. So that's my interpretation. And maybe somebody that's more knowledgeable will disagree. But again, you know, as we always speak down in my community, we do the best we can. We do it as respectful, in a manner not to disrespect anybody. And I hope that today, this flag presentation, maybe people aren't going to agree with it. But I think that as leaders, if we're going to truly represent our people, we have to represent all, not just the faction who speaks the loudest. We need to represent those who don't speak or can't speak. And I think when I took the oath of office to represent my tribe, I took it because I see the children, the younger ones who don't have a voice because our older ones are dictating how things are. I took the oath of office to represent my tribe so that we could find better conditions for our people. And I know that today is probably in the eyes of some people, they disagree. They disagree with it because of what's going on in the general public, in the political world. But I think if we're going to move forward, we're going to have to learn to sit at that table and agree with the good things that are going to help our people. Maybe we won't agree with it all, but we can work on that. And I think that today Governor Noem has presented that to us again. You know, a year ago we were here visiting, and today we come back again. And I hope that this continuous dialogue and conversation is going to help our people in the long run. And if we can educate each other, we can help each other. It's not us that are going to benefit, it's those not yet born. So today, I want to say thank you to the outreach of the governor's office, Mr. Flute, and bringing this opportunity. And I hope that what we do today will resonate amongst all the tribes. And one day we can all unite, because I always remember the stories of our leaders and those that have been serving our people. They talked about a strong nation. It was known as the Great Sioux Nation. That Great Sioux Nation stood together. And I've only been part of one of those in the past under his horses under administration. And we stood together and we walked away because we believe if we don't have that true government-to-government relationship, then we don't have anything at all. So, thank you.
And I think Mac will get the flag here. Let's give another round of applause.
The chairwoman said, we wanted to find a smaller one, but it's so big. I said, we want the biggest one we could get. So that's fantastic. Today you will see this flag displayed on a stand here in the rotunda. Tomorrow there will be scaffolding that you will see in the rotunda, and they will be hung in pride permanently. But so you'll see a little bit of construction tomorrow when it's not so busy in here, and you can look for them in their new location where they will be placed in honor. So I will give this to Mac. And now would you like to say a few words before Rosebud comes forward? We'd like to ask the delegation from the Rosebud tribe to come forward. Sunny is super excited about talking with all of you right now. Sunny Bush is here today as a representative of the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, and she will be sharing a few words with all of you as to this flag presentation ceremony, what it means specifically to her tribal people. And then also we would ask Senator Godot to come forward as well, Representative Emery to come forward if they would be willing to share a few words. This is their ceremony to honor their flag, their people, and their tribe, and it would be incredibly special to me if they'd be willing to share some words. So go ahead, Sunny.
Thank you all for being here. Sunny Bush, my name is Sunny Bush, and I'm here on behalf of the Rosebud Sioux Tribe as the Director of the Legislative Affairs. It empowers me to see members of the Chetty Shakoli stand here in solidarity. We appreciate the recognition of our sovereign nations through the representation of our tribal flags in the capital. As tribal nations, we are an integral part of South Dakota and its history. The Rosebud Sioux Tribe looks forward to continue building a working relationship with the state on a government-to-government basis in efforts to reestablish and reclaim our sovereign rights set forth in the 1868 Treaty of Fort Laramie, and to continue to build a prosperous future for our next generations. The tribe also wants to take this time to thank Representative Emery and Senator Bordeaux for the hard work they continue to do, and Senator Bordeaux for your efforts in making this event happen. We appreciate it. And then I do have some history of the tribal flag and all the representation, so I don't know if we want to hold it up so I can, when I talk about it. In 1912, the tribe held a flag contest. And 2 respected elders from the two-strike community, Lloyd and Annabelle 1-star, were the winners. The red cross in the center represents wisdom and generosity of the Lakota Oyate. The big diamond surrounding the cross symbolizes the 4 corners of the Rosebud Reservation, and the colors of the diamond are red, representing the sunset, wind, fire, and lightning. Blue represents the sky, moon, and water. Yellow representing wisdom and humility. Orange representing all creatures. Black representing the universe, night, and stars. The 2 peace pipes represent peace and friendship. The eagle feathers on the peace pipes represent the warrior, the eagle, and the spirituality of the Lakota Oyate. The center design is finished with a circle of 20 roses with a yellow teepee in the center representing the 20 communities on the Rosebud Reservation. The design lies on a white background representing purity and respect. The flag ends with a border of red half diamonds representing teepees. And thank you to Lloyd and Annabelle 1-star for making this, and thank you to everyone here from the Rosebud Sioux Tribe.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate you coming up here. You're doing a wonderful job representing the tribe, making us all proud. Sonny was an all-star back in the day, so when she got up, she might not have heard me. I said, it's just like a free throw. I heard Mark say, take a deep breath. So you nailed it. You did good. And this goes back a little bit of history here. I'm not going to make it long, but I plagiarized, as I often do, stealing from other states who are doing great work, like in Minnesota, North Dakota. Little did I know, Secretary Flute had the idea to tell North Dakota to do this up there. And I watched North Dakota do it. I thought that was great, very honorable to see the tribes in a ceremony come together like this as one and see the flags displayed. And, you know, I'm part French, and so the old French flag was kind of cool at some time. I got kids who are, you know, part Spanish descent, so it was good to see Spain flag, but they got to go at this point. We need the tribes here, we need one. We only have so much space for all these flags. So I really am honored that I'm getting to see this happen. It took a little while before we did it. Nebraska did it, Montana did it, so here we are, and as I said, Perkins has nothing on Standing Rock. That flag is really going to be something to see. So I'm honored as a first step. This is my 10th year, my 10th session, and I'm looking forward to great things and seeing the tribes come here, and my children, when their schools come here and look at the Christmas trees, they're going to be talking about their flag. How one of these days they want to be a representative or a senator, as my children already say, or a governor. I have a daughter who says she wants to be a governor. I don't know, she's even a Republican, so that's as funny as it can get here coming from a hard Democrat. So I'm going to offer the mic to my younger cousin here and let him say some words. Thank you, Governor.
Good afternoon, or good morning, everybody. Pleasure to be here today. This is a real honor to have the Rosebud Sioux tribal flag here. You know, this will be my second session. A lot of people questioned last year why other flags were here, not the tribal flags. And so this is a real honor to have this here today. And this just shows a real commitment from the state of South Dakota to recognize not only Rosebud, but the other 9 tribes that are citizens of South Dakota and are South Dakotans as well. So I'd like to thank Governor Noem and Secretary Flute for making this event happen today, and I hope to see the rest of you guys here during the session to bring forward any issues that you guys may have. Thank you.
So the conversation started about hanging the flags in the rotunda 5 years ago. Senator Bordeaux brought a resolution 3 years ago that was, I believe, unanimously supported by everyone in the Capitol building representing each district, each corner of the state of South Dakota, saying what an honor it would be to get to a day like today where we would have tribal nations step up and give us a gift such as their flags that honor their history, your warriors, your peacemakers, your leaders, but also every single citizen of your tribal communities. We hang these flags in honor of them and respect them and honor our government-to-government agreement and recognize every day the importance of your sovereignty as a nation. So thank you for this incredible gift to the state of South Dakota. We take it with the humblest of attitudes, the kindest of hearts, and we accept it in a very good way. Thank you for the relationship, and thank you for the discussions and the continued work that we will do for all people who live within the borders of South Dakota and beyond to all of the tribal nations. So with that, we will accept the flag, and I will turn the microphone back over to Secretary Forbes.
And just some final closing remarks by quick Governor real quick. We're gonna close out this part of the ceremony with a couple of songs. And I call up the Vice Chairman of Standing Rock Sioux Tribe and his cousin Troy. We're gonna sing a couple songs here, and we're gonna sing these songs to recognize the flags. There's a flag song. There's a couple of flag songs that our Indian people have composed. This one that we're going to sing was composed for a World War I veteran of the Oglala Sioux Tribe. His name was Alice Chips. And this flag song became known throughout all of Indian country as the Lakota National Anthem. There was another flag song made up in North Dakota by Ignatius Jackson for the Dakota flag song. This flag song was made at a time before American Indian people were recognized as U.S. citizens. And it is the love of country, some of the ancestors that I've learned from, heard from, and just the teachings that were passed on to me. When we entered into treaty with the U.S. government, it wasn't just that we expected the U.S. government to do things for us. We also felt obligated to fight for this country. Again, as Mr. Jamerson said, it might not be recognized or acknowledged by everybody, but this comes from very old people back when I was a little boy in the 70s. I will date myself, Chairwoman Alkire, but in the 70s I heard of men, they didn't talk English, they didn't speak English, they spoke Dakota. And that's where I learned these stories from. And the honor of our Indian people that love this country. They recognize the red, white, and blue, this American flag. And I see our tribal flags as somewhat of a hybrid. When you bring in the grand entry ceremonies, a lot of times you'll see these tribal veterans put their banners on their flag. They'll put eagle feathers on their flagpoles. And it's been our eagle feather staffs, as the governor said, is always our first flag of American Indian people. But we love this country. A lot of our veterans serve this country. And so it's with that in mind, as Chairwoman Alkire had mentioned, honoring our veterans. This first song we're going to sing is a flag song. And it honors our flag, not just the red, white, and blue, but these tribal flags. And so we'll ask everybody to stand and rise. And it talks about Tukashina Yapi, Tawapaha.
Can you all move in the middle? Can you be in the middle?
Tawampaha. I'm not going to get into the translation too much, but it talks about those that can't help themselves. We will be there to help themselves. This flag will never fall. That's something that as Americans we know. We will carry this flag. It will always stand. And the other song I think is very special and meaningful, as Mr. Jamens, as the Vice Chairman had shared. This is Sitting Bull's song that's going to be sung in this Capitol here today. And I think it's a great testament of our governor, her staff, our legislators that are here to hear this special song. And I just want to share one last thing. I have a deep appreciation for Senator Bordeaux and for first pulling his resolution back in the day when we asked, giving us a chance, and then resubmitting another bill with the governor's full support and our full support. So I want to say thank you, Senator Bordeaux, for your leadership. With that, we'll all face the flag. If you guys would face the flag, and then Frank, I think the governor wants us up. So
Yeah.
we got to follow orders here. But this is the first one is the Lakota national anthem that is respected and honored and looked at as an equal to our national anthem. Hope. And this next song is Tatanka Yotaka Odoa Hitapi Oyate Kipirihichiapo. Prepare yourselves to be courageous. Hina Taku Otehika Hina. Those things that are challenging, be cautious of them. Prepare yourself to take those challenges on. This is what I'm saying as I'm walking away. Let's give a round of applause for the singers. And the chairwoman would like to share one last comment, and then we've got a meeting. Oh yeah. So chairwoman, Gov, if we could get you up front here, and maybe the vice chairman to come help the chairwoman here. Chairwoman Alkire.
Vice Chairman. Again, thank you everybody for being here, and I want to thank you, Madam Governor, for doing this. And before we do our last special event for you, I want to acknowledge my fellow tribal leaders. We got our Great Plains Tribal Chairman here, the President. Star comes out, and we say the staff is also a flag that represents our people. And we got Chairman Pierre here from the Crow Creek Tribe. I'm not sure if there's other chairmen here, but I want to thank you for coming and being here, standing beside us as usual. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Frank Starr comes out, President of Sioux Tribe, Chairman of the Great Plains Tribal Chairmen's Association. Today I want to say that, we're here in support of our relatives, the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, Rosebud Sioux Tribe. We want to show our support. We talked about this issue just recently. We talked about making a flag that represents the Great Plains region. So we're talking about that. Which one thing I heard here was unity. We're also trying to unite the tribes so we can bring our issues to the table as one. And hopefully one day we can all work together. Those are the efforts we're trying to do at this present day. We may not all agree on things as of right now, but with time, coming to the table, that can change. I just want to say that. So won't be luck.
Oh.
I want to thank Wakayesha for joining us today, the children of the Crow Creek Sioux Tribe. And I want to remind everybody that these children are watching us. They're really paying attention to you. Even though they look like they're not, they are. And they're going to remember this and the things that were said here today. And when it comes time for them, they're going to want accountability. And so we need to keep that at the forefront. We need to remind ourselves, remind each other that these children are always watching. We need to pay attention to that. It's truly them who are going to be in these spots here very soon. Do we want to put something in front of them that is true and honest and transparent? Or do we want to put something in front of them that doesn't mean anything? That's up to you. And so let's remember that for these children here. Thank you. I love you.
Oh.
Do you guys want to come up here? Yeah, come on up here and be right in front. Let's do that. Come right up in front. I love it. Chairwoman, did you have anything else that you needed for the ceremony? Other than that, we're going to take pictures and celebrate and have fun. May this be a day of reconciliation, a day of healing, of hearts. You remember me? Do you? Good. Yes, that's right. I did come see you at the Boys and Girls Club, didn't I? One more.
Part of our tradition also is that we brought our flag, we're bringing our concerns, but in the spirit of partnership, we also, part of our tradition is we have a gift for the governor at this time. So I want to give you the gift that we brought for you.
Yep, the governor's got some gifts for our tribal leaders here too, and we're going to meet with Standing Rock here after this is over. So we'll do this pastime tradition. Let's give the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe and the governor a nice round of applause. Oglala Sioux Tribe, Crow Creek is here, Rosebud. All the tribes that are represented. Lower Brule, I see a councilman back there, so thank you. This concludes our ceremony. We'll take some pictures and we'll meet Standing Rock in